Greetings, everyone. So I'm out in my front yard. As I told you guys before, I would have to show you what was going on up here later, but it's a mess. So I'm out here ready to tackle it and, you know, give it some assistance. So I'm gonna show you. So this, of course, was Madam Comfrey, who I was harvesting from to make the compost tea. But in the rest of the bed, so I have a lot of, if you know, all of this is Prunella. Like when you see these leaves here, this is all self-heal. So I had a larger plant here last year, but like I said, I got to pull, some of these old dead vines and things like that. But Prunella has spread all over, which is exactly what I wanted her to do. So she's everywhere. Now here's another. This is another comfrey plant. So this is a plant just from the seeds dropping, because that wasn't, something that I planted initially. But this is what I was talking about, guys. All of this, look. So these yellow flowers here, I did not plant these in my garden bed. My little app on my phone tells me that they're called coreopsis, some type of lance leaf coreopsis or whatever. Very pretty flowers, very pretty flowers. But I am going to cut them down and try to uproot them from my garden bed, because they're not medicinal, and they're not something that I want to continue to have growing. So don't know how they got here. My guess is birds dropping seeds, but there's a few of them. There's another whole batch of them down here. So here's another batch. It's another batch. But so with the rest of the bed, see, this is the 1, 2, 3. This is the fourth comfrey plant that I have, and it's doing pretty good. It's not as big. None of them are as big as the first one. This is the second one. She's not doing as well. A lot of her leaves are yellowing, and but comfrey is very resilient. So I mean, she's still going to thrive. You see all of this green here. So I am going to get rid of the stems with the flowers, because they're just dying. So I'm going to cut that back, but I am going to leave all of this here just to continue to grow, because like I said initially, I wanted this bed to be comfrey, prunella, and red clover. Now my red clover, let me show you some of that. So the red clover finally started flowering, and I've never seen red clover get so tall. All of this is red clover, but it took a while before the flowers started coming, but they're here, some of them anyway. So I am going to just harvest, whatever flowers I can, and just keep them going. I have two little boxes on my deck out back with nothing but red clover, and a few of those started flowering too. But if you notice, like if you see all through this bed, all of this is prunella. All of this is self-heal. This whole prunella is a cover crop. Look, all of that is prunella, and that's exactly what I wanted. So I can't wait till she starts flowering. But I do have to do a lot of weeding. Like this is from last year. So all of these are seeds. I have a whole mason jar full of seeds from just prunella. And so like I can spread prunella everywhere. But like I said, I got a lot of weeding to do. But the main weed that I'm after is this chick right here, because she got thorns and everything. Very invasive. She is all over the place and very, very hard to get rid of, because no matter how much I pull her, and I don't even know what she is, but she don't play, and I got to get my gloves just to get her, and she's very rooted. So I'm going to have to really dig and try to get her out of there, because she takes over and she's wreaking havoc. But yeah, more prunella. Like I said, all of this is prunella. All of this is prunella. So here's another one of those coreopsis plants. I'm gonna get at those. There's quite a few of them in here. Like I said, I don't know how they came up, but here's more of the prunella, from last season that dried, and they're going to seed. So that's how all of this spread. All of these that you see here, the dried, they all just dropped seeds, last fall. So they just spread, and here also, last year I planted, which didn't come up, and here it is now. Here's some coneflower, some echinacea. So this is a welcome surprise, and I'm glad that she's here. And there's also, I think, a couple more. Here's a couple more back here. So here's one there, and there's another one there. But so hopefully they can play nice with the comfrey, because this is another great big old comfrey plant here. And if not, I have enough comfrey that I can, like, at least keep this chopped down low so the echinacea is able to grow, get the sunlight to grow. So that's it, y'all. I am out here today, and I got a lot of work to do. So I just wanted to show y'all though what I was talking about in regards to this front garden bed. But so what I'm trying to keep is the comfrey, the prunella, the red clover, and now the echinacea. I definitely can't let the echinacea go. So we're going to make space for her to do her thing as well. But everything else gotta go. More of this weed. I'm gonna have to put this in my app and find out what the heck she is, and her little thorns are serious. All right, so here's my completed work. So I weeded the whole bed, and as you can see, we still have a lot of prunella coverage. I made room for Mama Echinacea here, and she also has another one here that's really close to the comfrey plant. So if it comes down to it, I will remove this comfrey plant and let her flourish here in this spot. Like I said, I have enough comfrey growing all over the place. So yeah, and then like I said, I just weeded and pulled all the weeds. And then we have the red clover. All of this is red clover here, and it's just kind of just tall and getting long, and it stretches. It's stretched all the way over here, and where it's starting to flower. Here's another patch of it. Also had another patch further down there, but they're not flowering yet. And this is the other comfrey plant. I chopped it back quite a bit, and this is the one that was on the end. So yeah, I am happy with it. Oh, and this turned out that weed that I was talking about, this is dewberry. Actually, they said a dewberry bramble. So what I did is I pulled it out. Told her she's like rooted, so I pulled out a piece of the root, and I'm gonna put this in the pot in the backyard. So I'm gonna see if I can allow her to grow, but she is just not welcome up here. So that's it, y'all. Yeah, did a lot of weeding. So have a great day. Ashe.